All right, we're live. Yeah, there's no
Boom.
countdown.
Straight to
ran
it, baby.
ran out of free recordings on StreamYard, so we are live on the tubes. So yeah, welcome to episode 3.
What up?
We're just going to talk about She-Hulk's breakdown, kind of some of our thoughts on where the show is going, if the show is good,
A lot
all
of
that.
episode threes going around up in here.
Yeah, right. Um, all right, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get into it. I personally, I'm gonna go right for it and say this was so far the best um, episode in my opinion.
Yes,
It was
I
funny.
agree.
It was funny. It had a little bit more like info and like how the season's gonna go.
Yeah,
I'm really glad how much it picked up.
yeah, same. I wasn't expecting that much Wong, to be honest. I was expecting to be a little misled. I don't know why. I was expecting a little curveball or something there, but
Dude,
uh,
Wong's hilarious in
Wong is
anything, and he's
awesome.
perfect. He
I
was
love
perfect
him.
in that.
He's like the
Yeah,
perfect character they can use in like any situation because he can be serious, but nobody's gonna get mad if you sit there and use him in a comedic way either. So he's like a really good character for anything they want to do.
yeah, that's very true. Um, I like how whenever she broke the fourth wall, like
In the car.
yeah,
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 that was actually really
like
funny too.
listen, I know y'all want to see Wong. And I was like, you're completely correct on that one. So,
Yes.
um, yeah, but um, yeah, I guess we'll just start with like the beginning of the episode. I don't really know how to do this. It's weird being live because we can kind of usually talk about stuff a little
Plan
bit more.
everything out. Yeah.
Yeah. So we start out that episode. You got to see the DODC and like high security prison, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And did you notice the A113 Easter egg on the wall?
No, I don't think I've seen any Easter eggs in this whole episode. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. So anything
Whenever
you bring up will probably be new to me right
whenever
now.
she's walking through, you can see the A113, which is obviously the like Pixar, the creators of Pixar. That was like their
Mm-hmm.
classroom in college. Um, so I just thought that was a very Disney thing to put in.
Put it in, yeah.
So you know,
Take a swig. Take a swig on that
but
one.
yeah. So first off, I would also like to say happy birthday to you
Thank you.
yesterday. But so
Happy early birthday to you.
thank you. The people don't know that I used to work at Target and you work at Target, and apparently so did Wong. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did notice that.
Like library, or what was it?
Uh,
It said
librarian, like a
librarian.
montage.
Yeah, and then
And
it said he
then
was a Target sales associate. I thought that was like the
hang on.
funniest thing. What do you mean? Hang on, we're literally live.
Sorry, the cat.
We are literally live right now. You
Um,
can't do that, and that's dead time for the podcast.
no, it was like 5 seconds.
I'm literally going to take this and put it into a podcast. You take the most breaks for anybody that runs a podcast I've ever seen in my life.
It's character development.
No, it's not. It's retention, and this world has a very small, attention span, and you just mess with it,
Hmm.
and you're killing me, Smalls. Anyway, uh, so do you think that every single week's going to be a cameo?
I mean, how many episodes? Because I saw there was 9,
Is
but
there
I
not?
got a Disney Plus notification saying it was halfway over now.
I was about to say I figured it was 6 because everything else has been 6.
Elsa 6,
But
yeah.
at the same time, this was like the short. These were the shortest episodes. Like even with like the end credits and everything, they're running like 30, 32 minutes.
Dude, I don't know if it's just me,
That's
but they literally feel like they're like 17
that.
minutes or like
This
15
one,
minutes at
this one
top.
felt longer, but
This one did feel the
that
longest.
second episode. Oh my god! I swear, I almost text you. I literally like started it.
Hmm.
I looked down at my phone to see if I had a message. I put my phone down. I took a sip of coffee, looked up, and I swear I had to restart the entire show because it was like rolling the credits. I was like, "Are you serious with
Dude,
this? This is the most
it seemed
ridiculous
really
thing I've
short.
ever seen in my life." But I don't know. That was you know, we got the Asgard shape shifting elf in this episode.
Yes, we did.
Hilarious. That's what that was. Um, but yeah, that was I thought that whole like Meg the Stallion, and that was like the funniest part of the episode too.
Yeah.
But between then them telling Wong he just helped a prisoner escape, and he was like, "Oh well, sorry,
I'm gone.
He's like, "It's my time to leave." Uh,
Wong's an OG.
Speaking of which, so Wong remembers that the memories were erased because he said we can't do that again.
That's what I literally said that. I was watching it with Kinsey and I was like, so do they also know that they used to know Spider-Man?
Yeah, I don't know. I
That's
don't
because
know.
that's what it sounded
I
like.
don't know if maybe that like because he is who he is,
Yeah.
because I mean he's a sorcerer supreme still technically. So I don't know if that means that he is going to like he just it doesn't affect him or
Mhm.
what. So
I don't know. It might have to do something with him like
I don't know if they
saying
meant
leaving me out of it in No Way Home. So now he's like, yeah, that's not gonna
yeah.
happen again on my watch.
I don't know if they meant this, but I thought it was hilarious that whenever he was late to the hearing, he
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, sorry, I lost track of time," because they don't have the time stone anymore. I don't know if they like that's why they said that, but I
I
was
think
like,
that's
I immediately
reasonable.
thought it, and I was like, that would be hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
That
Yeah,
would be absolutely
that's a good
hilarious
one.
if they did that. Um, but yeah, so I thought about that, and I was like, all right, that's weird because he remembers that he
Got their
remember yeah
like
he
minds
remembers
erased.
yeah, and then he even said do you like or was it him or was it Strange that was like, do you remember the party at blah blah blah?
It was him
And
that said it, and then Wong was like, "No, I don't."
yeah, so I think like sometimes I don't know, I think like maybe whoever is Sorcerer Supreme just like gets overruled and can remember it.
Maybe.
I would love if that was like how it happened, but
Yeah.
um they teased how she actually got her powers in the first ever She-Hulk or the She-Hulk comic. Can't speak today. I don't know if you realized that or noticed that because
I did not.
one of the reporters, I think it was like, "Is it true that you got your powers from a mob hit gone wrong?" And in the first comic of She-Hulk, I think it was like a mob hit. She got shot or stabbed or something,
Mhm.
and then I think Bruce Banner had to do like a blood transfusion. So
Wow.
yeah, which kind of
That's a
sucks
dope
because
backstory.
yeah, which kind of sucks because I'm like, why didn't she use that one? Used a
Right.
freaking
I would
a
love to see that.
spaceship got in our way, and
Yeah,
we decided we crashed, and I accidentally got blood on my arm, which had a cut on it.
that's
It was
awesome.
like the most random freaking stupid
I
thing I've
know.
seen in a while.
I hope you can hear
Uh,
this music. I hope it doesn't sound
I think it literally I keep getting a humming.
yeah,
Who
it's the people next door, they're just, like, blaring music right now.
oh my god. It's not that bad, but
Okay.
it's just slightly annoying.
Yeah. I can just
Um,
feel the bass, like, literally stuff is just sitting here shaking,
so I
like
apologize to our viewers, but
yeah.
it is what it is. Um, uh, the Meg the Stallion was cameo was hilarious just
That
in
was
general.
funny.
I will say that again.
Yeah.
Uh, I was like taking notes, and some of these I was like obviously paying attention and then taking notes
Yeah.
as it was going. So I don't remember. Oh, uh, the him having the like tracker, and whenever he gets out on parole, or whatever, and they said he has to have
Mhm.
that thing or whatever. I think that could be the start of a kind of like a storyline like X-Men 2
Yeah.
where they all were getting like the chips and like trackers and like they had to be like registered as mutants and stuff,
Yeah.
which could also bring back or bring in the what is it what's the X-Men called?
I don't even know.
I looked it up earlier. Now I can't hear.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm lost on it.
But either way, one question I had was if whenever he gets out, is Abomination going to be in the Thunderbolts?
Ooh,
because he was part of it. So I don't
yeah,
know.
that's. I mean, I feel like that leads up perfectly. Like,
Yeah,
Thunderbolts gets announced, Abomination gets released from prison.
I was about to say, yeah. Also, the last thing before we like kind of maybe like go over some of our what we think is the I guess what we think is going to happen throughout this. Who is the Wrecking Crew's boss? Also, I like how they did the Wrecking Crew, but at the same time, I also kind of don't.
I was kind of wondering the same thing. What
they were just like, oh, we took some Asgardian things,
yeah,
but the Wrecking Crew had a really cool storyline because like how they got their powers and stuff, but they didn't seem very powerful. They just had tech that was like Asgardian tech.
They literally just stole stuff, as the joke said. I don't know, honestly, because I can't think if it would be somebody we like already have seen before or if it would be somebody new.
My theory,
I don't know.
My theory, I have a couple theories. It could just be plain, and it could be the Kingpin. Bring him back into it. Yeah, that was
one of the first things I was thinking of, just because it's like a boss. So
obviously, I guess he would be like blonde and stuff because he doesn't have any eyes. But I'm sure in a world of superheroes, there's some form of something he can do to regain some eyes.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's maybe Kingpin just trying to get like an army of Hulks or an army of like superhumans. I think that he could just be the one footing the bill for the Thunderbolts, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that could tie it all the way back in. I also think that it could be the Hood, since he was announced for Ironheart.
Yeah.
And there was one more. There's one where like they worked for Zemo in the comics for a little bit as well. I personally think
Zemo too, but I don't know.
You ready for mine?
Let's hear it, bro.
Mine, I think it's going to be, they're going to bring the leader from the tease of, because they didn't do anything with that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I think it's a movie I like. I didn't really like that movie too much, but I think I need to like go back and watch it because I've watched every Marvel movie a few times except for really that one.
I've been wanting to go back and watch it all, but who I'm gonna say the boss is Norman Osborn. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that'd be sick.
I honestly don't even know. Yeah, my head just went straight to Kingpin. Just maybe not something too important, but just
what sucks about that though is like they've already like nixed that we have an Oscorp at all in this entire world.
I know.
So I'd be a stretch for them to like have to bring someone in.
Yeah, I do want like those characters still in the next like Spider-Man. Like I still want a Dr. Octopus and a Green Goblin and stuff like that. I think we can.
I think if he ended up getting a Goblin, that would be very, very cool. And he could be like, "Oh crap," you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he'd be like,
"Gosh,
this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna need some help with this one, probably, unless my Goblin is just much weaker than the Green Goblin that I faced with. my boys Peter and Peter.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I do honestly think that this was a way better episode than the past two.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to feel sexist because I just wasn't liking the show. But I just really didn't. I mean, and it has nothing to do with that, like, oh, it was a woman lead or anything like that. Because this episode literally did like help me, like, start wanting to watch the show, which kind of sucks because I'm like, oh, so we're halfway over and you finally had an episode that kind of caught my
has me waiting for the next episode now.
Yeah.
The first two, I didn't think they were like garbage, but I was like, okay, they're there, they're cool. And I don't know, it wasn't even, I really couldn't, like, just think about it now, like, just thinking about how I felt after watching, I couldn't really even like pinpoint a certain thing. I think they just felt so short. Like, I mean, it literally felt like I was watching like 15-minute like little videos on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel like very long. And I feel like the first two episodes really didn't touch on too much. And yeah, so it really wasn't even anything to do with the quality of it for me, I guess. It was just, I don't know. It just kind of felt weird and like it was made in a weird way.
I feel that.
I don't fault it for being short because I know it's trying to be like kind of like a comedy, more sitcom type of comedy thing. And I think it's fine for 30 minutes. I think that's like a funny, not like a funny, but like fitting goal to have for that type of show.
I just think there's a point that you have to be like, okay, well, we need to like, if we're gonna do such short episodes, we have to pack quite a bit of it in there, especially for like Marvel fans that like every single thing that Marvel does, it's just like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
We'll see how, I guess, the next 3 episodes do and how it ends, and how they bring She-Hulk into everything else that apparently they're going to, since they're not going to have an Avengers without her anymore.
I was going to say, especially if they're not going to have an Avengers without her, then like, I think you need to have like at least maybe not longer episodes, but at least like, because this last one, episode 3, had like a lot packed into the time, and the time was like, I mean, it might have been 4 minutes longer than the last episode.
Yeah, I think it was like,
just so much put into it.
I think it was technically 6 minutes longer. So.
Yeah, and it was so much better. So I mean, I guess just either pack into it, and I don't think anything's hurting She-Hulk if it's 45-minute episodes instead of 30. Just to get a little bit more for her character. If she's going to be in every Avengers, like, I don't know. I feel like her start can't just be little 25, 30-minute spurts. Like, she has to have more than what they're giving her.
Oh, we're actually not live, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I forgot that.
Beat the system.
I forgot that I made this private because I was like sitting here and I was like just wanting to make sure like how it looked or whatever. So I was like going to bring it up real quick on my iPad, and I was like, wait, why can't I see this? And I was like, I kind of refuse to believe, like, I know we only have like 8 subscribers, but I was like, I refuse to believe that like YouTube isn't even like trying to pull something to tell me I have 1 viewer at any point, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But besides that, I just realized that, and I was like, wait, why can I not find it? But besides that, so I we'll see. I think that obviously there's a lot coming, and you know how Marvel is gonna try to piece everything together, like little cameo here, little Easter egg there. But I do think that, and I think that I've seen more people enjoy this last episode than they have in the last 2. So
I haven't really seen anything.
I haven't seen anything bad about this episode, at least. But yeah. Ow!
Whoa, bro!
Or act like that never happened.
Dangerous.
No, I had these. You remember like the little tin things or whatever?
Dude, I went to Yeah,
I was gonna try to put those up and try to move my computer or something again, so I can have like a decent little setup. So you guys aren't just seeing a door, a closet, and my little hole that it's not even a hole. It's actually just a paint chip that I had something hanging up there, and one day it fell, and
now you can hang that over.
Yeah, so
dude, I went to Goodwill yesterday.
Yeah,
got this cup, dude. It's like a old, like, I can't tell if it's episode 4, episode 5, but it's one of them, and it just has like the poster art around all, like, the whole cup, and it's just so dope. Tight. Yeah, it's gonna get a deep cleanse, but after that, it's gonna be a valued asset.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. I don't know. I think I've bought a bunch of like thrift store like mugs and stuff like that, but I never use them. Like I always like they're just like beer steins or mugs or something that I'm just like, oh, we'll put that in like the beer cart or the bar cart and stuff. So,
and it was like I almost didn't get it because it was like a little foggy, and I was like, I'm like, I don't know how often I'm gonna use this, but
I mean, you can't pass it up, you know?
Right? I was like, okay, we'll find.
Speaking of Goodwill and bargains, we will have a video coming up this week that we're going to go comic book shopping at a bargain hunt store called Ollie's. Yeah.
They actually have stuff.
Oh, they do too, because that I didn't even really. I always knew they had like a few things or whatever, but like for them to put it in the ad like that and like advertise like 12, what was it, 12, 13, 14 buck comics for
like $3.
Yeah, $3, $2, $3, $4. I was like, I mean, it's worth the trip, even if we don't get anything, get anything crazy. If I can find another copy of Death of the Family, I think I'll buy that, and then a couple other things. So,
dude, I'm so happy I got Secret Wars.
My plan is to go up there this week. You and me will make a video out of it, and I would like to get one comic there to possibly do like a giveaway and for our loyal 8 subscribers.
Hey, giveaways, man.
Hey,
that's when you need to get in on them when there's nobody there.
Yeah, they just gotta give back to the community,
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean,
get your roots, baby.
You're right. I think I think maybe we end it there, short, sweet. I just wanted to talk about She-Hulk this week.
It was a good one this week because it was one worthy of talking about.
It was, and I started taking like notes and stuff whenever I'm watching it, just so I like have stuff to remember.
I need to start doing that too.
I was gonna do a video. I actually set up like a whole thing of like all my Funko Pops so they could be in the background. And I was like I started the video, but then was just talking about episode 2, and I was like, I'm just not into this. Like it didn't like bring my attention enough for me to be like, oh, I need to talk about this,
The whole part was good though. Whenever he took off in the spaceship, that part was like,
yeah. There was a few things that I had like taken like notes on or whatever. Like the GLK and H, I realized that was a reference to the writers of for Marvel. And
did you notice that, like, have you seen the old logo what She-Hulk was supposed to look like? Because you know how on the little TVs it'll say like GLK and H with like the little slash through it?
Yeah.
That's what the first She-Hulk logo used to look like.
Yeah.
So
I saw something about that.
That's a little interesting.
That was really about it, honestly. I saw there was one huge thing, or 2 big things. One, did you see the Iron Man shoes in the background in episode 2?
Yeah, it was like Iron Man 3s or something like that. Yeah. I did see him. I can't remember the exact number.
That was sick. I think it was Iron Man 3s. Also, they teased Wolverine.
I know.
That was like the biggest.
There's anything going to be done with that?
Probably not. Let's be honest. Yeah, that was really it. Oh, also that freaking bottle of bourbon that she like, whenever her new boss offers to buy her a drink, and the bartender's like, "Yeah, you want this one?" That's like a $5,000 bottle of bourbon. Yeah, like a
lot of cash.
A smaller age, different Pappy Van Winkle is probably about, like, the cheapest you're gonna find Pappy non-retail is about $1,500, and that's like the Mecca is the one that she had, or that he had, I guess.
They know they're drinking.
But yeah, I think that was just about it. Yeah, that's really all I had from the second. I like I said, it just didn't get me. Maybe I'm sexist, but
I enjoyed the first two, but like noticeably the third
I
one didn't
enjoyed
very
it.
much.
Like I didn't hate it nearly as much as other people did. But it's Marvel. I'm gonna like it no matter what. I'm more judgmental about DC stuff than I am Marvel. So Marvel can do no wrong in my eyes.
Wow.
But it is what it,
DC is in a rut right now, bro. I've seen so much stuff. They canceled. Do you know like the little DC fandom thing where they like announce stuff and stuff like that? They just canceled it completely for this year, and so that's awesome.
They didn't have anything to announce.
Exactly. That's like what? But
it's like what if Disney just canceled D23?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like not even one panel was like you just nothing. There's gonna be nothing now. Like nothing.
I mean, shit. They, what they have? Was it Catwoman that got canceled? Catwoman? Was
Batgirl.
Batgirl. That's right. Batgirl got canceled. The Flash got canceled. Like
the Flash is still happening right now, and they're like reworking it because the Aquaman was supposed to come out December this year. Well, it just got pushed back. So now they're reworking the stories between Flash and Aquaman since like Aquaman first was coming out after, then it got moved up to Christmas, and then it was like coming out before Shazam and Flash. Now it's getting moved back.
Wait, who's gonna play the Flash?
Well, they already said that at the end there's a scene that recast the Flash.
Okay.
It says it's supposed to be like a Flashpoint story happening, so it's supposed to be like resetting the DC is basically what's going to happen. So I guess at the end, something with the timetables changes his look or something like that, and that's just how they're going to recast him.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll have to do some research and figure stuff out. But
yeah, I mean the trailer looked decent.
I still haven't seen Batman, so
dude, you have to see the Batman. That
I just
amazing.
I just don't have a day and a half to
Dude, it's 30 minutes longer than No Way Home.
Sorry, are you comparing No Way Home to Batman?
As a movie, I mean, you can't really. They're so different, but I mean,
I'm talking about like on levels.
On levels, yes, the Batman is definitely on the level of No Way Home.
Plus, I grew up with the best Batman movies, so
you might think different when you watch the new one.
You got this stupid, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson, and
dude, I do not like Ben Affleck.
The Dark Knight trilogy. What is that?
Let's not pair me with Ben Affleck because I don't know. I just don't like that he kills people. I think that is the dumbest thing that ever happened in any movie. Like what? Just make a different movie if you're gonna make Batman.
I think it's more realistic. I think he would kill people. So
I don't know.
And Iron Man would kick his ass either way. So
no, not Batman.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. It would, the way that fight would pan out is Batman walks in. He's like, "I'm Batman," and then Robert Downey Jr. just in plain clothes goes, "Well, I am Iron Man," and then nanotechs his suit and blasts Batman straight in the face. Boom, he's dead.
No.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be like a decoy of Bruce Wayne, and then he would be behind him, and then
you know what? You're probably right. You're probably right, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because DC fucking adds way too many, especially Superman for this. But DC just adds the stupidest powers and like the stupidest things in the world. Like no matter what, Superman is the worst. I remember watching one time. Or reading a comic one time. It was a Superman comic, and they literally were talking about how I don't even know, but to like the guy he was fighting was like baloney man, and
Yeah.
you know, he was like, oh, the only way to beat him is to fry him up. And so like Superman turned into a frying pan and somehow like fried the baloney man up. I don't know. That's how I see it. Like
That is
anytime
the best thing that ever happened in a comic book.
anytime that I read a DC comic, they just like they get these powers that like help them out of nowhere. Like they don't. I don't know. I just they're too powerful, and they'll like make up the dumbest things.
Dude, they are like very OP, like
yeah,
insanely. I will definitely give you that.
You come into like real life, fighting, and you can't adapt to who you're fighting, because the writers of DC would just be like, oh, he's allergic to garlic, oh, blah blah blah. So
blah blah blah.
But yeah,
nah, bro.
But anyway,
I digress. None of that happens in the Batman.
Well, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, next time I have a week and a half to watch a movie, I will watch it, and
it ain't
then
that long.
Then we'll give a review on it. So, but either way,
are you watching the new Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Show. So you've seen Lord of the Rings?
Have I seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Like the originals?
Yeah.
You are asking me if I've ever watched Lord of the Rings.
Yes, the movies that are literally 3 hours.
My guy, first off, I don't want you comparing any movie to the Lord of the Rings. Okay?
Dude, I am
Lord of the Rings. Right, Lord of the Rings up here. Batman is way Batman down here. Is up. Any of the Batman movies is not as good as Lord of the Rings. And when and I'm gonna tell you this why, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. I've never once watched a Batman movie and went, oh snap, I gotta go outside and act like I'm Batman. Now, have I watched all 3 of the extended version of Lord of the Rings in one basically full setting? Yes, I have. And between these movies, Dusty and I went outside and sword fought with real swords.
We'll watch the
in his backyard. No, I'm sorry.
Want to get a Batmobile and become a billionaire.
Hold on. No, it's not going to. So you can just go ahead and go ahead and pull the Uno reverse card on you. No, the Batman. Yes. No, don't ever.
I'm telling you, man, it's good.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard you say. And you told me, and you told me you like Space Jam 2. So, when the second you told me you like Space Jam 2, I went, oh man, that sucks.
I didn't think it was a masterpiece.
I used to really appreciate Balin's taste of music or movies. And now I just can't trust him.
Man, I have the best taste in movies.
You don't.
I do.
You don't. Have you ever seen Spirited Away?
No, I haven't.
See, then you have no idea what real. Do that. Do you have HBO Max?
Yeah.
You should watch Spirited Away. We do an episode on talking about Spirited Away. And then at the very end of said episode, I'll have a video of me getting a Spirited Away tattoo.
You're getting a Spirited Away tattoo?
I am.
When?
I don't know. Once I get a little bit extra money, I need to get a hummingbird tattoo before I get my Spirited Away tattoo. But what I think I might do is get so I guess I really can't really tell you what exactly it is.
Yeah.
Because you haven't really seen the you haven't seen the movie. There's like these little like bugs. And I think I'm gonna get one of those tattooed on me. So
gotcha. Oh, you ever seen The Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse? I don't think so.
That's a movie you should see.
That's these little guys.
Movie. You get one of those? That'd be a cool one.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might get something different, but ooh, that you know what? That could honestly be a whole thing. Watch Spirited Away. We have a talk about it. Talk about how amazing it is, and then we can start watching Studio Ghibli movies, both of us. That I've never, because there's a few of them quite a few of them that I haven't seen. I've only seen like a handful of them, and we can have like an episode on everyone because Studio Ghibli is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z. I started that
finally.
Yeah, I watched a video like everything that happens in Dragon Ball, and
that's fair.
So I watched that, and then because I was like, if I get hooked into Dragon Ball Z, then I'll just watch Dragon Ball after. So then, yeah,
I've been. You don't even really have to watch Dragon Ball, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Gesundheit. But I like Dragon Ball, but I also grew up with Dragon Ball and then watching Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I did not like it, but I was just like, I have trouble keeping up with shows in general. So if I have to watch this 150 shows,
so are you watching Dragon Ball Z or are you watching Dragon Ball Z? What is it, Kai or whatever?
Kai? No, I'm just watching regular Dragon Ball Z.
So a lot of fillers.
Episode 6, yeah.
A lot of fillers.
Hasn't been none so far though. I mean, it is the first 6 episodes, so but it's been really dope so far.
No, it definitely is really. It's filled with a lot of fillers. I love it, but it really is.
Yeah, that's like every freaking anime show nowadays.
That's true. I'm not a huge
like, episodes of every season.
Yeah, I'm not a huge like anime fan, but I do like if I like an anime, I love an anime.
Yeah, same. I'm not like into the nitty gritty, but like I do have my shoes.
But yeah, so I guess we'll end it here. That's going to be it for today. We talked about She-Hulk. We talked about some other things. I talked about getting a Spirited Away tattoo. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. I do have a proposition for you. I think I might have Corey Holt on the show soon. And we're going to have a nerd out on Dungeons and Dragons and have an episode all about Dungeons because I'm like,
dude,
I'm getting into it.
I'll send you. I got a only the 12 dice, the D12, but it's a Marvel one. So like the 12 is like a Thanos head, and then the 11 is like a star. Not really sure what the star's for, but and then all the other numbers are just regular, but it's just like a little cool.
Oh, that's really
nice.
Cool.
I got. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're out of here. You all stay nerdy, and we will talk to you later.
Peace, man.
Peace.